Good day, everyone. Welcome back to JBSWiki. Today, we are building your first AI SRE agent on Azure live step by step right from the Azure Portal. In this video, I will show you exactly how to create an SRE agent. Then, I will create a sub agent within SRE agent using the agent canvas and set up a complete incident response plan. No fluff, just hands-on steps you can follow along with. Now, all these videos in my channel took me hours of research and testing to put together. So if you find it valuable, it would mean the world if you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see next in this series. All right, let's jump right into the Azure portal and get started. So right now I am on the Azure SRE agent. So let's click on the home here. And if you see here, you have this SRE agent here. What you can do is like you can search for Azure SRE agent if you don't find it here. Okay. So let me click on that. And then either you can go to this, go to sre.azure.com. What I'll do is like I'll click on create here. And then it takes me to that particular page. Now, if you see here, we have the create agent box here. Okay, so you need to select the required subscription, the resource group. I'm going to create a new one. This is my resource group name, and then the agent name I will name it as JB SRE agent. Okay, region I will use East US 2. Please note that these are the only regions available as of now, which is July 2026. Yeah, so you can select whatever is fine for you. For me, I'm gonna use this East US 2. Okay, and then as far as the model provider is concerned, you have two things here: the Anthropic and then the Azure OpenAI. Please note that if you use Anthropic, you have this information that you need to read. So Anthropic processes data in the United States and is excluded from European Union data boundary. Okay, so this is something that you need to look at. Now, for example, if you want your data to be processed within the region that you have selected, in my case, it is East US 2, but in case you have selected something else, yeah. And then if you want it to be processed only in that region, and if you don't want the data move out of that region, then I don't think you can select this. Okay, but if you select this one, yeah, you don't have that problem. Yeah, in my case, it's a demo. I don't have that kind of a problem, so I am fine where my data is getting processed. So I will select this Anthropic 3x. Okay, now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to click this use existing. Yep, and then what I'll do is like this is a subscription where I have my application insights, and then what I'll do is like I will select my application insight from the resource group that I've created in my previous video, where I've created an finance application which basically researches the data of the quarterly results of the shares or companies that is filed in the NSE. Okay, if you want to get that information, like how to create that app, you need to look at my previous video. I will give the link in the description section. You can have a look. You can first start with that and then you come to this particular video. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to select the application insight here. Yep, and then click on next, and then I will click on create. Yeah, so it's gonna take some time. Yeah, so maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. So let me wait for the SRE agent to get deployed, and then we will take it from there. It started creating here. So if I scroll down, so these are the things that are getting created. So let's wait for it to complete, and then I will take it from there. It is created now. Yeah, let's click on this set up your agent. Yeah, so now you will see this. Yeah, okay, so now what we'll do is like we will set up the required things. Okay, so you have this information here that basically tells like more context, better investigations. the more context your agent has, the better it will correlate changes, dependencies, and issues across your environment. Now, thing is like, what I would say is like, if you give 10 things to SRE agent, that is the information related to your application, then you can expect 10 things from it. Okay. So now let's say like I'm gonna not give anything. So the response that you're gonna get is not going to be that great. Okay. It needs to learn stuff. Okay. So it needs to learn stuff related to your application or your resource. And that is when it will be able to understand what is going on. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is like, first thing that I'm going to do is like, I'm going to provide the code. So what do you mean by code? So if you remember in my previous video, I basically showed you how to create an application called NSE Result Screener. Okay. So this SRE Agent series that we are looking at right now is basically like a series of video on SRE Agent, which is basically dependent on this particular application. Okay. So if you haven't seen that and then deployed the required resource, then I highly recommend you guys to look at that video. Okay. The description section has the link to that video. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to copy the link of this particular repository in GitHub. And then what I'll do is like, I will click on this plus here, and then I will click on next, and then I will sign in. And then what I'll do is like, I will authorize my SRE agent for this, and then I will key in my passkey. Okay, so it's authenticated. So let's click on next. And then what I'll do is like, if you see here, I have like 3 repositories. You need to be very specific, like what you're going to select. Okay, in my case, I'm going to select this. If you want, you can provide a description. Let's click on save. It is done. Now, I'm not going to touch anything as far as the logs are concerned. Okay, let's click on this full setup here. And the next one, I'm going to click on this incidents here. And then what I'll do is like, I will select on this Azure monitor and then click on save. Okay, in my case, I'm going to use service monitor, Azure monitor. Now, if in case if you want to send the tickets using the service now, that is the alerts, then you can use the service now. But in my case, I'm going to use this Azure monitor. After this one, what I'll do is like, I will be creating like providing access to my SRE agent as far as the resource group is concerned. Okay, now you see this called Azure Resources here. So just click on that plus, and then you have this option like you can select your management group that is across subscriptions, your whole subscription. In my case, I'm going to just click on the resource group because my application, this application that I'm talking about, this NSE Result Screener, this is basically deployed in an only a single resource group. Okay, so what I want is like, I just want my SRE agent to just concentrate on the specific things that is required for me. I don't want the SRE agent to look at everything. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to just click on this resource group, click on next, and then what I'll do is like, I will select my required subscription. In my case, that is this one, RGNSE results, this one. So let's click on next. So in my case, I'm going to click on this privileged, but what I suggest is like, if it is going to be a non-production subscription also, when you're getting started, you start with the reader and then you can go with privileged. But since it is a demo for me, I'm going to use this privileged. Okay, and then click on this add resource. So it's going to take like 30 seconds. And then once it is done, we'll take it from there. Awesome. So I've provided the required details. This resource group has been added. Yeah. So you just see this green tick mark, which basically tells like these things are all added. Okay. Now the knowledge files, what I'm going to do, click on this browse for files. And then what I'll do is like, I will select these files here. Okay. So I have these files inside the docs folder, inside this NSE Result Screener folder, which we basically cloned from the GitHub repository. Okay. Now, if you need access to this, send an email across to me, and then I will be able to provide you access. Okay. Let's click on open and then add the files. Okay. Now let's discuss like why you need the knowledge files. Yeah. So now the thing is like you basically gonna give some information to the SRE agent about your application. Yeah. Now, for example, if you have any kind of pain points, for example, if you know like in case if something happens to this application, like say in last 6 months you had like the application down situation like 100 times, and within that 100 times 40 times were due to database connectivity, 20 times due to like AI issues. So if you list all these things, what happens is like SRE agent, if you don't have all these details, it will be checking each and everything. Yeah. Now if you give the details to that, then what happens is like it understands like these are the things that used to happen a lot of times, so let's concentrate on these things, and if the issue is not related to any of these, then we can move on. Likewise, you are telling SRE agent what is this application, what is the architecture of this application. So what happens is like with all these information, and also like when you are provided the code as well, SRE agent has got a lot of details, to be frank. Okay, so it clearly understands your application and then provides the required details. Okay, now what I've done, I've added the code, incidents, Azure resources and knowledge files, and let's look at the logs as well. When I click on this, we have these logging provider. Okay, so now if you see here, this logs, like the agent analyzes logs and correlates them with code and dependencies to trace issues across your system. Okay, so in my case, I have this application insight, so I will select that and then click on next. Let's give a name, like I will just give it as like app insights connector. That this is my subscription. I will select the resource group as this, and then I will select my application insight. Yeah, so let's click on next and then add the connector. Now if you see here, I've added everything here. Okay, so let's click on this done and go to agent. So now you have the agent coming up online. Yeah, now you see this, it's basically like looking at the stuff. It is showing you what is the subscription, what is the resource group, and you have all those details. Yeah, and then it talks about the networking layer, the compute, all these informations you're getting. Okay, now it wants to learn more about this one. Okay, so it's telling like what's your role. The developer and TPA takes care of this app. And second one, what does this service do? So it basically tells like it convention looks auto-generated. Is a production workload, a demo? So I will tell like it's a prod. It's a prod workloads. And then what's in the JB database? Okay, so I will tell like it contains the results of NSE scripts. So you can provide all the required details. Okay, so now you can, it looks at this, it's gonna ask you more details. I highly recommend you guys provide those information. Okay, now what I'll do is like let's click on this builder here and then go to the agent canvas, and then what we'll do is like we will create our first custom agent. Okay, let's click on that. Okay, so let's give a name. So the name of this agent would be this one, and then we need to give the instructions. Okay, now what I've done is like on the repository where we have cloned, I'm going to go to this docs and then copy this instruction here. Okay, and then I will put that instruction, and then what I'll do is like I will click on this choose skills, and then I will select all. Please note that you can select whatever is required, but in my case, I will select all here. Okay, and then same way for the tools, I will select everything, and then what you need to do is like click on create. As soon as you click on create, you will see this. Now what you need to do is like just click on this create here, and then click on trigger, and then click on this incident response plan. Cool. I will name this as JB outage handler. And then severity, you can select whatever you want, but in my case, I will select all the severity. So what I would suggest is like you start with severity 2, 3, and 4 and see how it moves. And then based on that, you can move on to other severities also. But in my case, I will select everything as everything available, and then make sure like you are selecting the exact agent that you created previously. In my case, I'm gonna leave it as autonomous. If you want, you can do it review, but in my case, autonomous is fine. Then let's click on next. So I don't see anything here because this is the first time I'm creating. But in case if I've created it before, then you might see something. Yeah, but right now I don't have anything. So let's click on create. So now you have the incident response plan and you have the agents as well. Okay. In our next video, what we'll do is like we will use our NSE result screener website, and then we will see if we will be able to have some issues on that, and then try troubleshooting that using the SRE agent. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.